Welcome to the Archive of Echoes. Please select the log entry you wish to relive. Acknowledged. Calibrating. Prepare to dive.
Hello my friends and welcome back to another exciting episode of Archive of Echoes Xenogears. When last we left off we had just defeated Ramses in Merkaba, and now we look to head deeper in. So let's not waste any time, let's get right to it. Gah! What's this? What is this place? This is where Kar was born, and where his hatred of you was forged. Who's there? What is this? That's Ellie! Ellie! I would have liked to have been able to commend you for making it here. But your efforts were all in vain. The resurrection of Deus is imminent. Sacrificing this girl will bring about the awakening of God. What are you talking about? Why does Ellie have to be sacrificed? There's no need for you to know. For all of you, it will all end here. Ah! Adieu, boys. Okay, so I'm gonna actually pause the recording right here because I need to get back on level footing here, because we're currently gonna die if I don't do that, and you can totally cheese this boss and heal yourself up. So I'm gonna pause the recording, and when I get back we will be fully healed. Okay, we're back. I got everybody pretty much back up and ready to go here. So, and Bart just happened to hit infinity right now, so this is as good a time as any to just start wrecking shop. Hopefully she gets the demiser. Yeah, okay. It shouldn't do that much damage though. And Bart can heal. I would like for Satan to get to level infinity here. Okay, I mean I did some damage. Charge. Dead dance! Dead dance! Okay. Whatever. It's still better to heal. Trying to let Faye get to infinity. But I feel comfortable. I've got enough fuel and health now. See ya! Hurry up! Of course, what I should have done is let Bart do it. Okay, phase at infinity too now, so we're gonna just start. No, we'll charge, because I can use system aid. Come on. It's still good to charge up heal. Use Demiser. I'm not about to waste all this. We'll be alright. Boom! Okay. Our thing didn't go up. Must have got to that point now. Devastator ether attack. Probably a couple thousand. Oh, only 721, not bad at all. Ether attack rises up. Okay, I've got her into desperation mode. Now's the time I need to finish her. Kenshin! Got her! My, aren't we powerful? Whew. Well then, let's start over from the beginning again. You think you can beat me this time? What the? I thought I defeated you! Unless you can decompose her atomic structure, you don't stand much of a chance. Normal attacks are futile against one who has the ability to regenerate. Using nanomachines. Now, the time has come for the Great Awakening. What the? My body! It feels like it's being torn apart! It is our Xenogears. It's pulling me in! Damn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that... our Omni? No, that's not it. Is that our anima relics? Is it trying to detach the anima relics from our Omnigears? Deus is swallowing up our anima relics! What's going on? My Omnigear won't move! It's like it's dead! This is the true meaning of the anima relics. To attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The anima relics are really one set of parts that make up the Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. An Omnigear that has lost its respective anima relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there are no contents. And this girl, too, was destined to become one with God. You see, Elheim is really one of the parts of God as well. What the hell are you talking about? Put simply, you serve to help bring all the parts of God together here, for me. You are a bunch of stupid fools. It's as if you're all clowns. You believe the legend of how our world and the universe was created. But the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purpose. That's a lie! How can that be true? I think you'll find that your friends' Omnigears are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and took a different path than you into this place. They were all parts of God that were disassembled in the past, but once again are all gathered here. Yes, it is indeed the time of the resurrection of God. What was it all for? Everything that I have done up until now? Ramses? It's just you. What are you doing here, Kar?
What about me? My existence? What was its purpose?
There was only one purpose to your existence: to eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But, as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That is why we used phase existence, resentment. That is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash, and being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? Ha 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 ha!
What was I born for? What was I living for?
A pathetic excuse for a life. Why, you aren't even human. Now, what to do with the lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Deus, along with this girl.
Ramses!
Good. This is how I wanted it, Kar. I am fated so as not to be able to kill myself. Now, all my wishes have come true, thanks to you.
Miang. Too bad we missed the action. Our Xenogears gave out on the way here. Anyways, let's hurry up and save Ellie.
Yes, I know. Hang in there, Ellie. I'm letting you down now.
God!
Hey, now you hang in there. She took my gun.
Why did you do that, Ellie?
Ellie, what happened to you? How could you?
Don't tell me she's been brainwashed.
It has nothing to do with brainwashing. The majority of my body is comprised of a nanomachine colony, not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised. This much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother? That girl, Elheim, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans.
Ellie? What are you babbling on about? Snap out of it, Ellie!
You're as dense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it. I will explain to you all about it. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable. It released its power and annihilated a whole planet. The creators of Deus found its immeasurable power to be too much of a threat, and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed on an interplanetary emigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing to this planet. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, so it detached its core from the Zohar power reactor.
Zohar?
Yes, Zohar. It is what drives all of the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all the ether power that the inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy.
The source of all our ether power?
Are you saying all of our energy comes from that one power reactor or engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kadami, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus would be resurrected. Thus, the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle Ministry.
Are you saying the Emperor and them Gazelle geezers were people born from Deus?
Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics and your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the Ministry were once parts of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements, the female type, called anima, while the male type was called animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with machinery that was suited for use as terminal interface weapons for Deus. In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were animus, were to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals of their human descendants who carried the appropriate sets of DNA. Also, each of them could become one with their respective anima again. Descendants?
Then we're all...
Yes, you humans are all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle Ministry. They were born from their persona, gave birth,
and propagate it. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect
Deus? All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus.
Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus.
We humans are parts for God.
Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts for Deus. But you people gathered here are all different. You could say, you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Krelian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. But that deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krelian. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus had thus evolved into the perfect weapon.
Ellie, what has happened? Why do you know all that?
I am Miang, the Keeper of Time, the representative of our god Deus. I was born to guide the people toward the path of the resurrection of Deus.
That's ridiculous! Miang was just...
You're limited in your ability to understand. Miang's factor exists within all women. The one who transcends the generations, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere another Miang is awakened. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. That Miang over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence I must become one with it.
Ellie, why did it have to be you? If Miang is a part of Deus, why did it not happen earlier? It's still not enough for her just to have awakened. Although she may be Miang, she still isn't the true Miang. The true Miang?
Let's go, Krelian. All that is left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return it to how it was. Then I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse.
The eradication of civilization? What is the purpose of doing that?
Who knows? The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. I am just programmed to act in this way.
Come. It is time for the awakening of the true mother. Please, wait, Ellie!
Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening.
Ellie! Wait! Faye! Do not release the system! Stan, wait! We are only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now.
Save current data. Let's upload this stuff. Continue the game. You know what? Actually, no. This is a good place to stop. We went through a lot, and to be honest, my voice is a little tired. So I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope you had as much fun watching as I had playing for you, and I am looking forward to the next time you log in. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Another Echo archived. I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye for now, until next time you log in. Echoes fade slower with you here.